y'all? I am so excited that you all are on this video. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel where you're going to get credit knowledge, wealth knowledge, investment knowledge, just knowledge that you can take action on right away. Do it right now. Do not do yourself a disservice by not subscribing. Also, as I'm talking and giving y'all these 5 components to credit, comment below, right? Tell somebody about it so they can subscribe and get the information. So today I want to help you guys understand the 5 components to credit. Now typically people are more so fixated on their credit score, where I like to zoom in on the structuring of the profile, which is why it's important to know the 5 components to credit. Okay, now shout out to my very first mentor, Darvin Moore. When I tell you, he took me under his wing like a daughter, and I just soaked up everything I needed to know to help y'all, to be on this video, to be in y'all face right now, giving y'all this game. Okay, so he made it very simple, which is what I'm gonna do today. Okay, 5 components to credit. I like to refer it to the 5 family members in your life, right? So it sticks with you. So the 5 family members is the father. Okay, everybody got their father. Now if you don't know your father, that's okay. Learn about this father so you can understand your credit. Father, mother, okay, the oldest child, and the 2 twins. Okay, now let's talk about this. Remember this, even write this down. Again, comment below to help me help you and keep helping you understand that these are great examples. So now the father, the number 1 component to credit is payment history. Yes, payment history is important, okay? It's important because lenders want to see how long you've been keeping in good standing with that current account and that current lender. Credit tells a story. So the father, he pays all the bills, right? He takes care of the whole household. So this is why it's 35% of your credit score. Okay, so if you do see like a late payment on your credit report and you want to stay in good standing with that particular account, then make sure you're either one, continuously paying on time after that first time you was late. I always advise, if you are on time from the last time you were late, like 6 to 12 months on time, keep that account, okay? But payment history is going to be very important because it shows the payments and the history in which you kept that account current. So then the mother, now the mother, she likes to go shopping for designer shoes, she like her makeup, she gets the groceries, she be doing a lot on the credit cards. All right, so the mother is the credit utilization, y'all bear with me, percentage. That's the percentage, and when you calculate the percentage based off the limit and the balance, okay? But credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. So I always tell our clients, the higher the balance versus the limit, the lower the score, okay? And the lower the balance versus the limit, the higher the score. So it's just basically like limit versus balance, okay? So if you look at the limit on your credit cards and the balances, what you owe, that's going to show you your credit utilization, okay? And I tell people, if you have a lot of credit card debt out there, like you got a whole bunch of credit cards, don't be overwhelmed and don't break the bank by trying to pay all the credit cards down by 10%. Just on a monthly basis, pay a little bit more than the monthly required payment, so that payment can go more towards the principal and less towards the interest. All right, so always remember that. Don't be overwhelmed. Some of y'all have a lot of credit cards and you don't know what to do with it, but that's okay. That's a hack for y'all. Now the oldest child. The oldest child is sometimes, you know, the scholar student, or sometimes the one that's always alone, but it's still important because it's the history of the account, the oldest account. So how old is the oldest account on your credit report? And the history is 15%. Why is this important, DeAndrea? It's really important because lenders like to see that you have ongoing relationships with different lenders, okay? So say for instance you're trying to buy a home. Typically mortgage loans are 15 to 30 year term. So if you only have, let's just say, a Wells Fargo or a Capital One card for 6 months, Will that let the lenders know that you're responsible for a 15 or 30-year term mortgage loan? No. So we always want to think about the psychology of the lenders so we can outsmart them, right? And outsmart the credit bureaus too as well. Now, speaking of that, if you don't know, I do have an ebook. When I tell you it's not your typical ebook, because I'm giving you instructions that you can teach your 7-year-old and virtual videos that you can literally listen and watch step by step. Down below, you will find that, all right? But I want you guys to have all access to this information so you can change your life for the rest of your life. Again, the history, the oldest child, 15%. What is the oldest account? How old is the oldest account? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? Here's another hack. Write this down. Don't buy trade lines unless your credit report is structured properly and you need, number 1, limit, number 2, history. That's the only reason why you want to get a trade line. You don't need to be getting trade lines while you're restoring your credit, because trade lines only stay in your credit report max 90 days, right? And so you'll feel bad if you don't get the funding that you need because your credit not together and you bought a trade line. That's just a side note. All right. Last but not least, we got the 2 special twins, okay? And the twins are credit mix. So what type of accounts do you have? Do you have auto loan? Do you have real estate? Do you have revolving? Do you have an installment? Like, what type of credit cards and credit mix do you have in your credit report? That's 10%, all right? And then you have the inquiries. Now, as we know, there's 2 types of inquiries, right? There's hard pulls that dings your credit. The hard pulls ding your credit. And we have the soft pulls that what? It doesn't do anything to your credit, just FYI, okay? And if you need a highly recommended credit monitoring system, again, I provided the link below so you can get a reputable credit monitoring system that does no soft pulls, and you can save money. I'm always looking for ways for you all to save money, okay? So inquiries are 10% as well. One thing I advise about inquiries, only remove the inquiries that's attached to a negative item or no item on your credit report. That is what the How to Outsmart the Credit Bureau's ebook teaches as well. Okay, how to remove inquiries too in 24 hours. So don't miss that. Don't miss that right there. 24 hours literally. Credit mix, again, lenders like to see open and closed positive accounts because it shows number 1, your relationship, your trustworthiness, how good you are with keeping accounts, and just the history of relationships, right? And your current relationships. So look, this is it right here. Father, mother, oldest child, and 2 twins. This is what you want to focus on when it comes to restoring, building, and structuring your credit. This is what the How to Outsmart the Credit Bureau ebook shows you, and how to build it as well. So hopefully, well, matter of fact, I know this blessed you all today. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this with somebody, because I know this is life-changing, and I am here to make this information, number 1, accessible, available, and easy for you. All right, so thank you for your time. Go do all the work and watch how the work show up.